What did we just witness? With the most anticipated day of hockey that we've seen in a decade for all four of these nations in this tournament, it has surpassed all expectations. Sweden versus Finland, Canada versus USA. We saw a lot of hate and potentially the greatest 9 seconds in hockey history. These games got personal, and it was also some of the most skilled and strategic hockey that we've ever seen. So let's break down what really happened in each one of these games. Let's start with Finland and Sweden. Who kicks it off early? It's Mika Zibanejad. Alex Barkov is going to send an absolute bullet of a pass to Olli Määttä. It's hot potato, and Will Nye, the science guy, is there to pressure while Mika cleans up the mess and reminds UC Saros early to close his damn legs. 1-0 Swedes. But then Patrik Laine starts showing the vision. Here, he's got pressure on his back and coming down the pipe. Now, we talked about this a lot in our Canada versus Sweden breakdown about how Sweden's game is heavily reliant on their D stepping up and getting aggressive. Laine and the Finns know that, which is why before he even touches this puck, his teammates are probably barking at him that they're wide open if he can get it into the middle. Communication allows him to quickly pick the puck off the wall and make a no-look backhand pass to spring the 2-on-1. Finns bury, and we're all tied up. Finnish hockey is all about capitalizing on mistakes, and Sweden is going to take a penalty right before the end of the period. No bueno, because look at this passing work by the Finns. Barkov, who plays the bumper on the power play, is going to move to the top of the circle so the Finns can create this little triangle. Not only does it give the Finns the ability to quickly move the puck, but that also draws the attention of the Swedish killers higher to the top of the zone. The look that any power play wants is the cross-seam pass across the Royal Road. So with that little wrinkle with Barkov, it opens up just enough space for the cross-seam pass from Laine. He has been terrific early on in this game, and Rantanen finishes off with the flutter ball that finds a way to beat Gustafsson. That is a killer way to end the period, so the Swedes say that is enough, and they put in Linus Ullmark for period number 2. But then the Swedes and their defenders start cooking. Look at Dahlin, sneaky little bugger, starts activating towards the net as Raymond goes up high in the zone, and oh, look at that. He's on the doorstep to tie it. Again, it's the Swedish D that activate in the O-zone that create the entire goal, and we see it again off the rush for them to regain the lead. Nylander goes 200 feet, attacks the middle, and then subtly shifts to the left to draw in both defenders. That gives Erik Karlsson all this extra room on the right side as he activates, and he looks vintage. He's been looking like the old Karlsson so far in this tourney, which I'm sure has Penguins fans beside themselves. However, the Finns need to play a little bit of copycat if they want to win. So, Olli Määttä, the defender, starts this play with a strong first pass to Barkov. He drops it off to Rantanen, and Barkov's going to drive the middle to back up the D, all while Rantanen hits the spin cycle. And who's there activating on the far side? Yep, Olli Määttä. The Finns give the Swedes a little taste of their own medicine, and the only thing that matters here is that this game is tied up at 3s. Tensions start to boil over, guys are hacking at each other, couple of chances here and there in the third, but this type of game needed to go to OT. Now let's talk about Kevin Lankinen. This guy was supposed to be Vancouver's backup, and now he's delivering toe saves in OT for his country. He makes a huge save on Kempe as the puck dances in the crease, but that springs a 2-on-1 for Finland. Mikael Granlund, who's the puck here, is a goalie's worst date. No eye contact, can't tell what he's thinking. He's looking pass all the way. Ullmark doesn't cheat, but he thinks this is going glove based on his save selection and how the puck is coming off the blade. He reads it wrong, and it's Granlund who gives the last reminder to close your damn legs. Finland's OT win gives them 2 points, which means, judging by the standings, literally every single team has a chance to play in the finals. Afterwards, Patrik Laine in the postgame gave one last double bird to Sweden, saying, "We feel like the big brother now." What a game, and that sets the tone for the most anticipated matchup in the hockey world. Team Canada versus Team USA, and historically, Canada has come out on top. But lately, USA hockey has showed through the World Juniors and just the talent crop coming up that the power is shifting. And everyone is fired up for this game. The U.S. anthem is booed and the Bell Center is hopping. And right away, it begins with pure chaos. Off the draw, Matthew Tkachuk and Brandon Hagel drop the gloves tone is set. Brady on the sideline is watching that. He's chomping at the bit. He's probably chirping Hagel and cheering on his brother. Can this get any better? You bet your ass it can. Brady Tkachuk doesn't waste any time. He hops in right after and drops the gloves with Sam Bennett. His brother is welcoming him to the box. This is nuts. What is going on? It's time to play some hockey. Just kidding. We got another fight. JT Miller versus Colton Parayko. My God, the building is on fire. We got 3 fights in the first 9 seconds of this game. Every hockey fan is horned up right now, and we still got a full game to play. That right there is what you get when you take away international hockey for almost an entire decade. Now that a hockey game broke out at the fight, Team Canada is looking to weaponize Connor McDavid, and the best way to do that is to get him the puck with speed. Team USA's forecheck is a nightmare, so Jordan Binnington's ability to play the puck is crucial for evading the F1 of USA. He does just that to get the puck to Doughty, and swinging in full stride is McDavid. One-on-one with full speed, not a single soul is going to catch that man. But how do you beat the best goalie in the world in Connor Hellebuyck one-on-one? Well, you got to play a little chess. McDavid, from this angle, has torched goalies numerous times over the years. He can go right around you to the far post with speed. He's notorious for going that route and then chipping it short side as soon as he gets the goalie to shift. So with Hellebuyck knowing his tendencies, you can see just by his angle here that he's anticipating that McDavid is going to drive that far post. McDavid says, "Nuh-uh, watch this," and goes backhand top bunk, and the place goes nuts. A huge start for Team Canada, just like game 1. But then Charlie McAvoy lays a monster hit on McDavid. Buddy looked like he was on zero gravity for a second, and that seemed to shift the tides for the Americans a little bit, because USA's structure and patience began to tilt things in their favor. This play here has potential for Canada to be dangerous as Taves jumps in as the D, but USA is really quick to sort out their assignments in the D zone. Eichel swoops right in to strip Taves, and now he's going to attack directly at Reinhart, who's the forward playing D for Taves. Smart move by Eichel. He lays a flapjack right on Gensel's stick, and Binnington doesn't close his damn legs. Before you know it, it's tie game 1-1. Now, while Team Canada has unmatched top-end talent, Team USA's structure stifled them in the neutral zone with multiple layers against Canada. McKinnon and McDavid lead the NHL in speed bursts, and USA had a game plan for it. The only way to stop a freight train is don't even let it get on the tracks like they did on the first goal. In the neutral zone, the state structure was suffocating for Canada's best. Playing a 1-2-2, Canada had to go through multiple layers to try and generate any offense. And even though it was tied, the States stayed patient with their structure and waited for Canada's skilled players to make a mistake by trying to force a play in the middle. That is exactly what happened on goal number 2. Canada has a potential rush chance, but USA gets into that 1-2-2, and there's just no room here for Canada with pressure from both the front and the back to make a play. JT Miller's back pressure is going to force Crosby to make a bad pass, and that springs an odd-man rush for USA, and Dylan Larkin buries. It's 2-1 for the Americans, and when you have a 1-goal lead with the best goaltender on the planet, USA can just shut it down, and that is what they did. In the third, Canada did hit McDavid in stride a couple of times, but Team USA got in that structure, took away the middle, and forced his speed on the outside and made him attack through multiple layers. His and McKinnon's speed may get by the first 2 layers, but by then, he's angled off or bobbling pucks, and then the US can swarm to pressure. All of a sudden, you got the best players in the world dumping in pucks and giving up possession. Even when Canada had some zone time, the US were just a wall. Box +1 down low to take away the middle. Nothing there for Canada, and when they try to swing up high to get motion, USA shifted into that man-on-man. Because Team USA was so structured and flawless in their execution, it forced Canada to try and make a perfect play. From start to finish, Team USA put on a defensive clinic, and the end result was them beating Canada 3-1 to clinch their spot in the finals. What a game, and now looking forward, there's some question marks. First, for Team USA, Matthew Tkachuk got hurt in the third, and losing one Bash brother for the tourney could be brutal. Now, for Canada, who's going to start in net? We don't know. It's now a must-win game against Finland on Monday if they want the rematch, and judging by the way this went, I think the hockey world wouldn't mind that. Also, if you're Canada, do you consider splitting up McDavid, Crosby, and McKinnon and have them center their own lines? Let us know what you would do in the comments down below. Do you think that Canada makes the finals, and was that the greatest 9 seconds in hockey history. Drop a comment down below, and for more Four Nations breakdowns and recaps, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you don't miss a thing.